segment of Beer to Whiskey. In my ongoing quest to spread the gospel of good taste, today I find myself in Kona, Hawaii at the Ola Beer Company. And I'm here with my beer drinking co-conspirator for this segment, and coincidentally my grandfather, Jim Frieder. And we also have the co-owner and sort of the, I guess, the heart and soul of Ola Brewing with us. Did I screw that up?
No, you're okay.
Breland. It's a long Hawaiian name, and she took it easy on me, and we cut it down, but I still managed to not do too well with it. So, tell me how this brewery get started?
Actually, we started as a non-alcoholic beverage company about 7 years ago. The whole idea behind that company was to support Hawaii's environment and economy through sourcing local ingredients and supporting organic and responsible farming. We came out first with an energy shot, a noni energy shot. Figured if we could make something here that didn't have to be shipped over in that 90% of imported goods, maybe we could make an impact that way. So we started out with that one noni shot, and then we had a non-caffeinated shot, and now we're up to 12 SKUs in that brand, or in that company. So we have, sparkling noni drinks that are caffeinated, sparkling noni drinks that are uncaffeinated. We just won a Nexty Award in the beverage industry. That's a huge thing. So we won a Nexty Award for our newest coffee leaf tea out of, I think, 3,500 different products. So that was really exciting for us. That was just last week. So that was great. And so basically, about 2 years ago, we were trying to figure out how we could meet our 2020 goals of getting all of our production over here in Hawaii, right? So we started with a canning line. We got a canning line over here after I wrote a grant to the state to get production over here. And basically that was just the start, right? When we got our canning line over here, we were trying to figure out, okay, how can we get this canning line running 24/7, and how can we make a larger impact on our community, right? So that's where the ciders came. So this whole venture started with ciders, Ola Brew. With the ciders, we realized that there was so much fruit going to waste on this island, whether it was seconds from fruit that farmers were selling at the farmers market or in stores. So seconds being that fruit that doesn't necessarily look great, but it still tastes good, or just fruit that wasn't being harvested, right? And so we figured it was kind of a logistics problem where if we had the opportunity to harvest that fruit or to purchase that fruit from different farmers that wanted to actually sell it, then we would be impacting them in a positive way. So we started getting all these manufacturing equipment for ciders, and then once we got it all on island, we figured if we were already doing cider, we might as well do beer too.
And I think that's a fine idea.
Right. So yeah.
Was the cider an alcohol
Yes.
drink also? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not just a fruit cider.
Hard ciders. Yeah.
Hard cider. So good. Okay.
So the base says apple, and then what we're doing now is back sweetening it with tropical fruits. So whether that's white pineapple, lychee, rambutan, dragon fruit, ginger, all kinds of stuff. So.
Are you a beer drinker at all?
Yes, I love beer. I wouldn't call myself like the largest beer connoisseur, but I definitely have my opinions about a good beer or maybe a not so good beer. I think my favorite beer bottled right now would be the Knee Deep Simcha. It's a triple IPA, and really hoppy, but it's not too in your face. It smooths out. And so actually, I don't have it right here, but we should taste our double watermelon IPA. It's really delicious. So, yeah.
Do you remember what the first craft beer was you ever had that made you go, wow, I love craft beer?
Yeah. It was actually, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a Pilsner at Russian River Brewery in Santa Rosa, California. And I would start with that Pilsner, and then I'd go on to the Pliny.
The question I have, Russ, is you see so many craft breweries that have let's say, really different types of names, and they can be humorous, they can be any kind of a name.
Right.
Ola, am I saying that right? Ola.
Yeah.
So did you consider anything else? And how did you get Ola?
Okay, Hawaiian Ola is our non-alcoholic beverage company, okay? When we started that, it was all about health, right? So Ola in Hawaiian means life or health or prosperity, right? And so we always, in the non-alcoholic or alcoholic beverage circuit, we're always looking at our business as a triple bottom line business, meaning, you know, we care about the environment, we care about our social responsibility, and our financial responsibility, right? So in Ola, it's not necessarily the health of the people, although beer makes really happy people, so one could argue that that's the health of the people, right? But we also, environmentally, we're working on, you know, making a bigger impact or making a stronger demand for local ingredients here, as well as the economic, purchasing more ingredients here, that helps our triple bottom line.
How much beer can you actually produce here, or are you producing here?
Yeah, so when we started out, when we opened our doors 3 months ago, we had the capacity to do about 6,000 barrels a year. We have 4 30-barrel tanks down there. About a month ago, we got a deal from the state's largest beer distributor to go retail with our beer, and because we had the capacity to do it, because we have a canning line already, we said, hey, why not? So we just purchased 2 60-barrel fermenters. And then we just put down a deposit for 4 more 60-barrel fermenters. So by the time we get all those, we'll be able to do about 12 to 16,000 barrels a year.
Oh, that's significant.
It's pretty significant.
Yeah, that's significant. So when did you actually open your doors to the brewery?
December 15th, 2017.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you are brand
new.
spanking new.
We're infant
Right.
status right now. Yeah.
You may be able to see in the background, and if you can't see it, you can certainly hear it. They've got a tasting room here that's absolutely packed with people. So you guys should be pretty pleased with the way this is going so
Yeah,
far.
we're definitely excited, and you know, we just started tours here, so that's really great. So we can open it up to, you know, tell people our story, let people understand, you know, the process of making beer. A lot of people are interested in that, and we like telling the story. Yeah, so we're really excited. We're in about 35 accounts outside of here as well. So on tap, and we have 85 taps at different restaurants at 35 different tap houses. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of support from the community.
Yeah.
I know you keg your beer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of differing opinions about, well, craft beer should be bottled, craft beer should be canned. What are you doing? Give us your thoughts on canned craft beer or bottled craft beer.
Yeah, for sure. So, like you're saying, there are a lot of arguments, whether it's, you know, for the longevity of the beer or what. A lot of people like bottles, right? For us in Hawaii, it's really important to be mindful of the environmental impact, right? And because, you know, we don't have huge landfills here, they have to take it elsewhere. We like to do cans because the statistics shows that there's more cans that are recycled than bottles. So we're going to go with the one that's actually recycled. So we will can our beers. We'll do, you know, what do you call it? Like can releases. We'll do.
Right.
Oh, I get you.
You know,
Okay.
just small releases, as well as we'll be in retail stores. So we always have to kind of keep in mind how is this going to impact the island? How can we make a better impact? So
You're not brewing the beer yourself.
I'm not brewing the beer.
So who's brewing?
Yeah, so Brett, who's the founder, brews all the beer, and then we have a couple other brewers as well. Brett also has done all the recipe creation for all of our ciders as well. So he's doing all the ciders, and yeah, it's been really fun. He's been doing all of our product development for our non-alcoholic for the last 10 years. So has a lot of background in flavor development and flavor profiling. So when he got the chance to do it in the alcoholic realm, he he was super excited, and he's definitely a lover of craft beer. So
Was he a home brewer?
yes, yeah. So he did home brewing for probably about 4 years before we even started thinking. So for the last 6 years, he's been messing around at home.
The lager is the only thing that we've really tried so far in terms of the beers, but it's pretty tasty. He's translated his home brewing expertise over into mass production pretty easily.
For sure. Yeah.
So if you can't come to Kona, or we can't come to Kona and not know that your neighbor over here is Kona Brewery,
Totally.
and you're saying that's a good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, okay. Why is that? Tell us your thoughts.
What's that the quote, JFK, he didn't say it first, but he made it popular. It's that a tide rises all ships.
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
Or a high tide rises all ships. So that's how I see business, right? So if in this area in Kona, Kona Brew has set the stage, right, for when they started 25 years ago. They were the only craft brewery in Hawaii, right? And then came along Maui Brew Co. and now 25 years later, we have about 16 breweries, and like I was telling you earlier, those 16 breweries, or probably 10 of those 16 breweries have just popped up in the last 3 years, right? So the craft brewing industry is definitely growing, and Kona paved the way for that, I think. And for us, a huge thing is that we actually want to become an estate brewery, where we're actually growing all the grain, where we're growing all the hops, growing all the ingredients here. Right now, we're just using the fruits for the ciders. We have a couple other ingredients like chocolate and kiawe, which I'll talk about when you guys try the beers, that we put into the beers. But for the most part, all the grain's coming from the mainland or from elsewhere, some Germany.
Are you doing seasonal beers?
We will be doing seasonal beers right now. What you guys see on our menu, this is definitely our base, because we've been around for 3 months. We're still kind of building our menu, but for the ciders, especially, the ciders will be seasonal because all the fruits are seasonal, right? So what we did for the last about year was harvesting all this different fruit, pressing it for juice, and then storing it in our freezer, then using it. But soon we'll be out of that, which we're going for, right? We're looking forward to that time when it's just seasonal ciders.
Right.
So,
well, let's dig in a little bit. What do we have
absolutely.
Here?
So you guys have been sipping on your lagers, right? This is the kiawe. This is a kiawe red ale. So kiawe is a cousin of the mesquite tree, right? So it's, you'll find them on the west coast of all the islands. A lot of people have used kiawe, the wood, to smoke their grain, right? And to then add it into, so you get like a smoky beer. What we're doing is we're using the actual pod of the tree. So there grows these little bean pods off of the kiawe tree. What we're doing is we're using those pods, milling it into a flour, and then adding it in when we're pitching the hops. So we're using it as a hop, but it has a really high sugar content. It has a flavor of, anywhere from peanut butter to chocolate. It's like a mixture of peanut butter and chocolate.
That's interesting. It's really, it's good.
Yeah, it's a real different.
But it's very different.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of our best sellers, and I like to highlight that one because it is one of the only beers that we have that uses local ingredients. So far that we have that uses local ingredients. So so that's our kiawe red. And then the ginger cider. This is a hard ginger cider. The ginger ciders we have, it's about 6.2 alcohol. And then what we do with the ginger is, instead of just back sweetening it, we're actually, we create a base for all of our ciders, right? And then we'll back sweeten with with the different juices that we're using. For the ginger, we're actually adding ginger pulp into it, and we'll let that sit for about 8 days. And then you get our nice like ginger cider, so you can kind of feel it,
Yeah, I
right?
was just gonna say it's that when the finish is the ginger kind of builds a little bit.
Yeah.
The finish. Yeah.
This is all I should drink when I get a cold,
Right.
or not feeling good or the flu.
Medicinal. Has
Oh, sure, yeah. You can make a good excuse for it.
It's your toddy with
Yeah. But ginger beer is completely different.
Totally different. Yeah,
Okay, just
So-
the ginger name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get our ginger, we get it that's the only ingredient that we get from off island.
Mm-hmm.
Not because it can't grow here, but because there was this particular ginger that we wanted to get from Kauai. And so we get it from Moloa'a on the east side of Kauai.
That's really good.
It's delicious, right? This
Yeah.
is my favorite cider.
It's like a dessert drink.
Yeah. Yeah. And then lastly, we have our dragon fruit lychee cider. So it's a
Lychee.
mixture.
I know what that is.
Yeah. Mixture of dragon fruit and lychee. The dragon fruit is what gives it that nice, beautiful magenta, pinkish magenta color. And the dragon fruit itself has, it doesn't have a very pronounced flavor, so we like to add a little bit of lychee in there to give it that nice tropical flavor.
Yeah. That's good too.
Yeah.
I like the ginger better.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, so we like to keep our ciders fairly dry, right? So I'd say that the ginger is the least sweet, and then it goes up to, you guys are welcome to try the white pineapple cider is very good. So the white pineapple is our sweetest, and this one is kind of an in-between.
Would you drink it at breakfast? I think it lends itself more to a fruit drink than a
Than a cider.
I think it does. Maybe, but that's just me.
Yeah.
It's just,
so we've actually started to get a lot of accounts at the larger hotels, like the Four Seasons,
Yeah.
and Kahuna Beach Resort,
Oh, good, yeah.
at Waikoloa, and a lot of it is for the brunch crowd, right?
See? I knew there was
Who will, take this.
Yeah.
We also have a Tangelo cider, and it tastes like the best mimosa you've ever tried, so really excited.
yeah.
Well,
So,
I think we pretty much covered it all.
We got one more.
well, and this is the lager.
Oh, that's the lager.
This is
Oh,
what
okay.
you guys have been drinking. Yeah.
Well,
We're going to save that.
we still have one more.
Yeah, for
We'll still. You won't have to take that back.
Right. So so just to touch on the lager really quick, it's let's see, it's a 14 IBU, and then so we keep it pretty low on the IBUs, and then it's a 4.8 alcohol percentage. So
Yeah, it's very drinkable.
Yeah. We like to call that the poundability factor, the PF. There's the IBUs, the ABVs, and the PF.
Well, with that,
Cheers. You're doing good
I'm
things.
gonna take yours of this one.
Cheers. Doing good things.
thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
See you next time.